I tried the slow living and it actually made my anxiety worse. Here is why hustle culture and slow living both fail me and what it actually works for a neurodivergent brain. Growing up, my mom was both abusive and neglectful. My classmates bullied me not only in school, but also on the streets and even in the door of my house. So I didn't felt safe anywhere. When on December 24, 2014, my third abusive relationship ended, I realized I needed to seriously change myself, break the trauma that led me to believe that aggression and abuse were normal, and create a better present and future for myself. I went all in on getting information and practices like yoga. I consume every book, video, conference, everything I could find about healing, finding happiness, living intentionally. But things got worse. I didn't know I was grieving many things and that my brain had changed due to all the years of trauma. Complex PTSD was not a concept I encountered at that time, so I wasn't paying attention to myself. Instead, everything I was doing was designed by and for neurotypical people. I'd sit for meditation and my anxiety would spike. My body would start itching, shaking, not sure if I should keep still or lunge to defend myself or run. My mind wouldn't be still either. All the voices that told me that I was unlovable echo and my anger starts rising again. I also tried slow mornings and end up super frustrated, unable to start my day with a positive attitude, feeling like a failure all over again. My whole day was ruined by trying to make it better with advice that it wasn't for me. After the worst year of my life, when I was just starting to feel better out of pure willpower, the 2020 lockdown happened. Instead of panicking even more, I took it as an opportunity to keep learning and trying out with other approaches, tips, techniques, and finding out what worked for me. And I discovered stillness and slowness are not something I can consistently do. They spike my anxiety because I feel like I'm in freeze mode again, but I can't be overly active either because too much activity feels like I'm in fight or flight mode. I need balance between slow and active in my life. Having something previously assigned, like the weekly meals menu or the days I record, helps me do them while keeping the paralysis by analysis and the procrastination away. Building habits that I can sustain over time are way better than relying on motivation or what I feel like to do, but I can't have every minute of every day planned. I need again balance between planned activities, deadline, chores, and free time to flow and do what I feel like to. My brain and my nervous systems need that too. Creative outlets like drawing, journaling, DIY are a great way to process my feelings and emotions while they prevent me from overthinking uh, and give me a sense of productivity and an accomplishment. They are like meditation, but without the stillness. My hands are busy and my mind actually can't settle. Technology, social media, YouTube, streaming services, they aren't bad. They are just tools, and like any other tool, they aren't good or bad on themselves, but rather on how we use them. If my mind is in an anxious spiral, if I want to relax before going to bed, keep in touch with people that are far away, learn something, they are great. So I don't give them up. It's all about how we use it with that intention. They aren't something that I consider we have to remove for our life, from our lives. So if you are neurodivergent and you feel like all the intentional living advice is making you feel worse instead of better, you're not broken. The advice is just designed for brains that works different than ours. Living intentionally for us means finding our own balance, not forcing ourselves into someone else's template. We need to have into consideration what works for our brains and nervous system, not what some guru says we should need. And that is what my channel is about, finding out what actually works for neurodivergent people who want to live with intention, purpose, joy, without the one size fits all advice that leave us feeling like failures. If this resonates with you, please subscribe because I'll be sharing more about building routines, creative practices, and daily rhythms that work with your neurodivergent brain, not against it. And tell me in the comments, what is one piece of intentional living advice that backfired on you? I also want to know that I'm not alone.